for some more, I see. Today we're going to be talking about Bluey. Every generation has a blue dog to guide it, to lead it, to love it. This year's model is called Bluey, but unlike previous years, Bluey gives us all a dog. A dog for the kids. Boom! A dog for the adults. Cha-cha! A dog for the elderly, also known as grandparents. There's a dog for everyone, and we're going to talk about that, because who don't love puppies? Number 1, Bluey is for kids. Surprise, cartoon character dog? Yeah, it's for kids. One of the things that Bluey does really well for kids is that it just teaches them how to be kids. One of the most important jobs for a kid is to play, use their imagination, learn how to use creativity, and grow. And Bluey does that. It does it very well. One thing that it teaches children to do very well is to not be a sassy little punk like Caillou. Nobody likes that kid. And the girls in Bingo, the 2 little dogs, Bluey, Bingo, there you go, Bluey and Bingo, respect their parents. They're not little brats. You don't hate them. They're just nice. And that's really a good model for kids to know about. Kids gotta know that it's okay to just be nice to your parents. I do not like Caillou. I don't think anyone does, because he's a jerk. Roll the clip.
I want it now, Mommy. No, Daddy. You're leaving? Mommy! He won't play with me. No, Rosie. They're my friends and you're not coming. I'm playing and I don't want Rosie to play in the sandbox with me. Yeah, you're stupid.
Beyond that, it's just nice to have kids that are trying to learn from their parents. It establishes a good model for parents to teach, for kids to learn, and vice versa, because it goes both ways in this. Next, for kids, Bluey does something fantastic. In fact, it does it so well it has made me cry on several occasions. And I used to be a hardened warrior. I used to not be able to cry that well, but I know now where my tear ducts are. Bluey beautifies these rites of passage for children that is just so lovely. It's such a wonderful combination of music. Oh, the music plays a really big part, but the music, the animation, the story, all these things are lovely, huge milestones for children that really deserve their own credit. It shows that these kids are growing up and they're familiar because we've been through those things, and it's wonderful to look forward to those things with your kids. So having a show that highlights these seemingly mundane but also very beautiful moments is really nice. In the description for this video, I will put all the lists of episodes I made and their categories for you to watch. Rites of Passage is one of those, and if you're looking for a good wholesome cry, those are the ones. Those are the ones you're gonna watch for the kids, okay? Awesome. All right, next we're moving on to the parents. Bluey gives us 2 wonderful parents to relate to, Bandit and Chilli. They're wonderful examples of patient parents who love their kids, who make time for them, who play with them. They are both working parents, and one thing the show does that addresses this is that it shows that, hey, maybe all these episodes take place on the weekend. Crazy thought, but I thought it was nice they pointed it out. So they're a pretty typical family. 2 working parents that still spend time with their kids, show them the ropes, teach them how to do nice things. It's just refreshing to see that model in a show today, because it happens a lot. Rent sucks! And God, have you seen the price of eggs lately? It's no good. They are realistic. They are good parents, just like my parents. They're trying their best. They go out. They want to fit the gym into their schedule. You know, they want to hang out with their friends too. They want to do the things that parents want to do. Lastly, they are so realistic that there are some episodes where the parents break down. We all get to the end of our fuses sometimes. And this show does a very good job of showing how parents can handle that situation when they do run out of energy, when they run out of patience. A couple good episodes is Duck Cake. Oh my gosh, I cry every time. It's very wholesome, very heartwarming. Duck Cake for Bandit, and a really funny one for Chilli is, it's called Hammer Barn. Yeah, Hammer Barn. Okay, check those two out and you'll see what I mean. Bluey has given a blue dog example to the elderly, an example to grandparents, our parents. They are sweet and kind and they love being with their grandkids, they love being with their children. They show ways that grandparents can help, that they can support parents in kind of a modern parenting situation. One thing that I really admire about the grandparents in Bluey is that they are adaptable. They're willing to change and they're willing to learn. One thing that my grandma does that has just amazed me, she had a freaking Apple Watch before anyone. Before James Bond had an Apple Watch, my grandma had one. And she called us on her Apple Watch. She was so on top of technology that it's just lovely to see that you can adapt and you can grow, and we don't have to just say, well, that's not how I did it when I was younger. They grow and they learn and they keep progressing, and they relate with their grandkids and their kids the best that they can. The grandparents are also super loving and very observant. When the parents cannot help all the kids at once, the grandparents step in. It is so refreshing to see this in a cartoon show. All the cartoons when I was growing up, the grandparents were someone strange or someone distant to these kids. But I'm referencing Arthur and The Simpsons. So maybe my child is just a little skewed in one direction. But the grandparents in Bluey are there and they understand how to help the kids, what the parental guidelines are to an extent, The only rule at grandma's house is everybody gets what they want. Quote from grandma. So I think that Bluey provides a great example for how life is. Bluey gives us something that is kind, wholesome, and heartwarming while still being educational for 3 different generations of viewers. I think that a lot of people can relate to Bluey, and it really does just help us all live in a warmer world. If you haven't watched Bluey yet, yes, this is your call. If you just want to skip to my recommended episodes, like I said, they're in the description down below. If you've already watched Bluey, please put your favorite episodes in the comments below. I would love to hear them. I think that's everything. See you later, bobbers. These cups are extremely hard to drink out of. I would recommend this for an 8th grader. Not a toddler.